everybody. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing pretty good. Just want to talk to you guys about some things. I don't know if it's too loud in here. I'm Authentic Epic Boom. Hello, peoples. And sitting inside of Starbucks, drinking my drink, a vanilla bean with caramel. And I told you guys I would go live today, so I'm going live to talk to each and every one of you. And I hope you all are doing well. I get some interesting hate comments or crazy comments lately, and it kind of made me laugh, but at the same time, it's like, if you don't like somebody's channel, if you don't like what I represent, go away. Hi, Chris. What happened to you yesterday? You disappeared before I could say hi. How's it going? What's good with you? Hey, Janika, girl. How you doing? Is it too loud in here, guys? If it's too loud in here, give me a 1. I'm trying to charge my phone as I'm talking to you guys, so yeah. What is going on? What is up? How y'all feeling? Hope you all are doing good. I'm doing pretty good. What are you guys up to? It is cold. It's cold. Cold. What is new? What's going on? What is up? I think this thing is slow because I don't even really see, I don't see any movement. Okay, same here, and like I said, I was gonna go live before. Oh, okay, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all before I had to do what I had to do or whatnot. So I wanted to talk to y'all real quick and see what's going on. How do you guys feel about everything that's going on right now as far as like 45? Well, there's 800,000 people that, what's your question? I'm answering that one, but what's the question? It's 800,000 people. Hi, Queen Catherine 3. How are you? Mwah, to you as well. There's 800,000 people out there that have government jobs that are not getting paid. And our president feels like it should be okay to talk to our, landlords and say, hey, I'm going to be, late with the rent. Like, they're going to accept that. Like, your bills are going to accept that. He's starting to take away from county aid. He's doing whatever he has to do to build this wall. The wall is important, but not more important than the economy and messing with people's livelihoods and things of that sort. I just feel like when you have a closed mind frame, he's digging us deeper in a hole. I hope this doesn't transpire for a whole nother year. There's a lot of people out there that are very upset. There's a lot of people that are worried about feeding their families, and they should be. For you to say, hey, just tell the owner, what I'm saying, or whoever you pay rent to, or I'm going to be late. Do you think if I tell the owner where I live, President Trump says, oh, it's okay for me to be late on my rent, you should understand. Think I ain't going to get evicted? Where does that mind frame come from? People got to eat, people got to live, people got to pay bills, people need to survive. It's bad enough a lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck, and for you to do something like this and put us, in deeper, dire straits is a real problem. The more I see about this, it makes me upset, it makes me sad, because it's like there's no thinking beyond what he wants to do. Not to say what he doesn't want to do. It's not more important than people surviving, living life, being able to pay their bills and their rent, and being able to do what they need to do on a daily basis. 800,000 people, teachers or whoever else. The government is a big part of why people get student loans, or there's people I heard about right now who was supposed to be getting a loan for a house. They can't do it now because all these government's, offices are shut down. People don't want to go to work and not make any money. Exactly, Janika. Very stupid, very greedy. Absolutely, Chris. Blessings to you too, Queen Catherine 3. Thank you for being here. How you doing? Hi, Captain Marvel. How are you? That's the problem, Captain Marvel. He's never been poor. He don't know what that gray area is, so he's just thinking about himself. Exactly. That's not more important than people leaving, living their lives, money to pay bills and to survive. Where we're in a country where it's like, okay, these jobs are not just coming out of the air. People, include myself, I live paycheck to paycheck. I'm doing the best I can. He's already messing with food stamps. They're about to start, from what my homegirl told me, they're not giving out any more food stamps. He's going to start sending out boxes of food. I don't know what he's doing with housing. He's probably going to start messing with that next. How are people supposed to survive? How much boxes of food are you going to send? What kind of stuff are you going to send them? I feel like, look at what he's done to the football players that came up to the White House. You fed them McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's, and not a great meal. You couldn't find some chefs or a catering company or something like that to feed these people better food. That's what you decided to give them? That's ghetto. That's probably something they had on the way up there. I just don't understand it. Then, my thing is, when you are born with a spoon in your, silver spoon in your mouth, when you come from money, when you have so much money, you don't know what it is to struggle and strive and go through ups and downs and try to make ends meet. It's like you're trying to rob Paul to pay Peter. The thoughts of this is uncanny. It is very sad, Janika. Oh my God. That's a plain example of what you're saying, Queen Catherine 3. People are running out of food. Food banks are running out of food. So if food banks are running out of food, then what's supposed to happen? What's supposed to happen? If that's where people are going for dire straits to get food and you want to send out boxes of food to people instead of food stamps. Exactly. Pick up a second job. I do gigs on top of my job because it seems like no matter what, it's never enough money. And things are high. And what makes it worse is that we're at a stage where we're at $12 an hour for minimum wage. What is that? $900 every 2 weeks, depending if you have kids. When your rent is $2,100, when your rent is $1,800, when your rent is $1,500, and whether you live in a house or apartment, you have sewage, sanitation, water, trash, electric, and all that, like I have and most of us have. You have to try to do what you have to do to keep food in the house and everything in between. It's a lot. And for you to take away from people, yeah, he want to start shipping out boxes, Queen Catherine 3, shipping out boxes of food. He wants no more food stamps. 800,000 people are out of jobs that work for the government. That's a lot of people. How can you worry about the wall and not worry? That narcissistic thinking with him, it's like he doesn't. Hi Val, New Beginnings. How are you? How everybody doing today, by the way? I just don't understand the thought process. How can you take from people and say the American people are okay with what I'm doing? Is he talking to everybody? How you doing, Val? Are you talking and thinking for everybody? Because we are living in a country that has dire straits of money, job, housing, food. You can't pay somebody $12 an hour and expect them to pay $21 an hour. In California, every time I look for a place, guess what? It's $2,900 for a one bedroom. $2,100. I think the least I found was like 19 so far. So I'm staying where I'm staying until I can afford to move out, because once you move out, you got to pay, I would say altogether about $5,000 to move out comfortably. Who got that kind of extra money when you're trying to survive and just pay the high-ass bills you already have? It's absolutely terrible. So it's coming from a mind frame for somebody got a silver spoon in their mouth that comes from money. If you didn't have money, you would understand. Oh, Captain Marvel, they sick. Exactly. Captain Marvel, I agree. I'm glad you're good, Val. Oh, no, Queen Catherine 3. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? That's horrible. Yes, Val, it's terrible. Hi, Jackie. Absolutely. They probably going to get a lot of return to senders. What is supposed to be in these boxes is what I want to know. Oh, yeah, housing is going to be next. Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly, Queen Catherine. They don't know what people are allergic of. It makes me sick to my stomach that he feels like this wall is so important. His mind is so closed. He's so stubborn that he doesn't care about what the American people people going through. You are our president. I know I didn't vote for your ass, but since you are our president, can you keep in mind that we need to be able to live and survive and be able to, do things for ourselves, for our bills, and just a, way of life, be able to sustain ourselves. How can you do that if you're taking that many people money away for that? What else is he going to start taxing or taking away just to make sure he gets this wall? He's consistently putting us in these bad, horrible predicaments. People have to survive. We cannot tell our landlords, hey, the president said, it's okay for us to pay our bills late. You can't make statements like that. You're not paying everybody's bills. Your finances is fine. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you thinking? What happened to strategizing and coming up with a plan that makes sense for everybody and not take away from what we already have? People need to survive and pay their bills and be able to live, be able to get in the car and go to the damn grocery store, be able to drive wherever they need to be able to have some money in their pockets. For one, say, I know I live paycheck to paycheck. And even when I do extra gigs, sometimes I'll be thinking, and y'all probably think this too, like, damn, when is enough enough? When stuff is high, you're already at a low tax bracket, it's a high tax bracket. When stuff is high and you constantly have, minimum wage being low, but everything going up, you cannot survive like that. Okay, I'm gonna pray for you, Janika, because that's not, it's a lot. The fact that people are getting evicted, what are they supposed to do? Do he realize what kind of chaos that he's causing? The people are not going to take this or deal with this well. Not everybody's going to be able, okay, I can go out and get another job. It's hard to keep the jobs you have. It's hard to, get new jobs because there's so many people that are out of jobs. It's just really sad. How are people supposed to sustain themselves from month to month? Like I told you guys before, I know plenty of people that have been living off their 401k and they at the end of it, so they don't know what they're going to do with the job. Some of them work with me. But when you're not making enough money, you're trying to pull whatever you can. It's like the thought process, the common sense, him being so arrogant, you know what I mean? And being so narcissistic and argumentative. How do we deal with somebody that doesn't have an open mind to think about what the people need? That's why I don't like half of these politicians, because they tell us what they want to hear. They get in office and they do what they want. I didn't vote for him. But for 76% of women that voted for him, I wonder how they feel right now. You know what I mean? You put a person in office that has no problem with grabbing a woman's vagina. He only apologized because people came out and told on him. He only apologized because he was recorded. Other than that, he would have never said anything. He has a real problem with women. A real problem with women. This is very sad. His thought process, I just feel like he's messing up so much stuff to where there's the race relations. If we go anywhere like Japan or anywhere internationally, it might be a problem. When you got the president of Japan telling us we have a problem on our hands with our own president, when you got Russia telling us we got a problem on our hand with our own president, when he's done so many things to get impeached within the first 90 days of being a president, we have a problem. But my thing is, if he steps down, if he gets impeached, his vice president is worse than him. So what are we supposed to do? And that's where I get mad at the people that didn't vote. You didn't have to vote for Hillary. You didn't. You didn't have to vote for Trump. You could have voted undecided. But the mind frame, they want to vote and do what they want to do, and this is not going to work for us. The mind frame of not being clear and using your voice, to me, is horrible. I'm going to always use my voice as long as I have one. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we should be doing. That's true. And that's true, but if you're taking away from the life they have, the economy they have, the money they have, the income that they have, you're putting them in a spot to where they're trying to move forwards, and you're pulling them backwards. This wall is not more important than people paying their bills and be able to live life every day. There's no middle class. Yes, only rich and the poor. Absolutely, Captain Marvel. Absolutely, that's sad but true. Absolutely. I know I can't. I can't ask them, and I don't ask them, and it's not like they offer. So you do what you got to do to sustain yourself. But when your income is being taken from you, this is a problem. Hi, Puff Woo Woo. I'm just gonna call you Puffy. How are you? Exactly. If the government sends something to your home, let's talk about that. What kind of stuff would they be sending to people's home for them to eat? That's scary. How many times have we heard within the last year or two? And I just put this up before Thanksgiving, how there is salmonella poisoning in turkey and what was it, cake batter. It was in romaine lettuce. It was in a lot of different things. How many things are being recalled? It seems like everything is not safe to eat. Now you got the government telling you going to send us boxes. You're going to start sending people boxes. That's scary. I'm glad you're doing good. You're welcome. Exactly. Pick your poison. This is really scary. And groceries. Hi, TK Knowles. How are you? I just don't understand it. You know, if you think about it, let me ask you all a question. When you all go to the grocery store, I'm praying for everybody in here. Like I always tell you guys when I come in here, I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers, whether we talk every day or not, because things are not good. I'm glad you're good. Thank you for being here. It's been a long, long time, girl. I just don't understand. Okay, plain example. Each person in here, I want you to think about this question and give me a number. When you go to the grocery store, can you buy enough food with $100 for 1 week? Just buy enough groceries for the week with $100. Is that possible where you live? Or are you the type of person that has to keep constantly going to the store because things are so high and there's not enough money left to try to continue to do this over and over again? Please let me know. So what is a box of food going to do when you run out of stuff and you need stuff? I would not trust a box coming to my house. That's scary. Exactly, Jack. It's in non-perishables. What's that supposed to do? Hi, Midnight Fox. Good evening. How are you? Exactly, TK. You can. Exactly. $100 doesn't do anything if you're trying to go to the grocery store. Exactly, I can't. I just feel like what kind of chaos and destruction has he caused by doing this? Because this is a lot to have to deal with. Exactly, $100 can't buy, not even a week worth of food. What is that? Breakfast and some snacks, depending on where you live. Absolutely, you know it's unhealthy, and it's a whole bunch of sugars and GMOs and trans fats and all this stuff. I'm praying for each and every one of you. I don't know what we're supposed to do in this mind frame with this kind of president we have that's putting us in turmoil. You're not supposed to have a president that puts you in turmoil. People have to live. This is real life. This is reality. This is not a damn game. This is not a reality show. We have to be able to live. I'm thinking about all the people that go. He expects them to still go to work and not get paid. Tell me what kind of messed up mind frame that is. You really expecting people to go to work and not get paid? I'm glad to hear that, Midnight Fox. Hi, Fireblaze Jackie. Hi. Thank you guys for all being here. Thank you for the 10 people who's in here. What are you supposed to do if you're making $12 an hour, 15, even if you're making 20, if your bills are high, if your rent is high, whatever the case may be? Exactly. $2.75 on food. That sounds normal. And that's probably for half of the month and not the whole month because stuff get bad, get spoiled. You try to eat as much as you can. You're doing all you can. Things are high. It's very sad. What are we supposed to do as people? Because I think about how many times I go to the store and I be like, my God, I spent a lot. But things were expensive. If we were all making $30 an hour, this would be a different conversation we're having. But we're not. You know what I mean? And if you are making $30 an hour, kudos to you. Exactly. They need to help them. I just feel like for him making us responsible for a wall when we all need to live, help us get better jobs. Put systems in place to where we're able to live freely and be able to have some money saved. Worry about that. Worry about the American people having careers. Worry about the American people being able to stay in their homes, their houses, their apartments, be able to live. Because my thing is, he's on a high horse. He don't know where we are. It's the reality of paying bills, having extend bills. I just gave T-Mobile $50. I don't have enough my whole bill. I might have to extend it because I'm low on money and I still got to get around to get to work and everything else. I can't give my last to that, but I know I need that. I'm going to do all I can. That's the thing. He's not thinking like that because he has none of that to worry about. You know what I'm saying? He'll have a pension. He'll get paid for the rest of his life just for being the president. We're not even talking about his other entities that he done messed up with the bankruptcy and the Trump Tower, Trump University and all that other stuff. No, I'm not. But I'm upset for every federal worker out there that is not getting paid. You can't expect people to go to work and not pay them any money. That defeats the purpose of going to work. You go to work to get paid. You go to work to do a job, but it's called getting paid at the end of the day so you can be able to live. And I just think it's really outlandish. It's disrespectful, and it's a big slap in the face. He don't care about. Yeah, you know what, Queen? Population control. You're right. Jackie, you're right. They're not giving us enough attention, and I don't know why. Absolutely. Yes, that's what I'm afraid of. The major chaos that's coming behind this. Absolutely. Are you, TK? Are you a federal worker? Is anybody in here a federal worker? Yes, children to feed, rent to pay, grocery bills, car notes, everything in between. My thing is he so far gone to where these things are not going to just come out of our hands? We can't just say, oh, we're going to wish upon a star and a check's going to come up. We have to find ways to make that happen. He doesn't care at all, and that's what's so scary. He said, well, American people are behind me. The American people trust me. They're behind me. They support me. You can't speak for everybody. I don't know how many people told him that, but I'm against what he's trying to do. What happened to him saying Mexico was going to pay for the damn wall? What happened to that? You guys tell me. Exactly. They have families and kids to feed and mortgages and rent and stuff. It's just really sad what he's doing. But what else is he's going to start messing with next? And then you want to send people perishables in boxes? Oh, that's horrible. Just the thought of that just makes me cringe. And to me, hearing something like that and knowing that we already have so many things that cause salmonella poisoning and the recalls on this food and that food, almost everything when it comes to dairy and meat and vegetables of some sort has been recalled. So we're supposed to be able to trust him to send out this stuff to people. I bet you they're not going to do it right. They're not going to process it right, and people are going to start getting sick. Like the salmonella poison that we already have dealt with, we have to be careful of. And the things that we can no longer eat. There's so many things I want to eat that I can't even sit food because it's messing people up. This is absolutely ridiculous, and it's scary. Wow, that much? I didn't know he had gave that much to the wall. So on top of that much money, you still want us to suffer while you get this done. No, I didn't hear that. Thank you for the update. Yeah, the food ain't currently. I feel like that when it comes to the FDA, I don't trust them. I don't. Because one minute you're saying it's okay to eat this. Oh, this is good for you. This and that and the other. But how much stuff is being recalled? I just put up a video, I think the day before Christmas or either Thanksgiving, one of the two guys telling you guys to be careful about all the things that's causing people to get sick. When does cake batter, salmonella poisoning, lettuce, it was cheese, it was turkey, and it was ground turkey, ground beef, and it was something else I put up a video about. It's just really scary. So on top of all that, you're going to send perishables to people in boxes. And they're supposed to be okay with that. And that's the thing, I'm glad you mentioned that. With the way things are going and what the news is saying, taxes may be a problem this year, guys. If he don't get it together and get this situated, taxes will be in trouble. You know how many people have taken out loans through the government to get houses that can't move now, that have already told their managers of the apartment or house that they're living in, oh, I'm moving out? There's a couple of people, matter of fact, I watched this one girl video, Lovely 2002, I love watching her videos. She said a couple of people she knew qualified for a house and they no longer can get the money for the loan. They had to move out of place because they already told the owners they were moving out, and now they're staying in a hotel. So now they're stuck when they were supposed to have help. But the help that they need and they were supposed to get is through the government. So they can't get that now. Yeah, the taxes will be delayed, but for how long? I don't believe we will get taxes either, not with all this going on, unless he hurry up and make a change and go ahead and get this situated. I doubt it. Are you serious, Jackie? Oh my God. Thank God you looked. This is so crazy. You know, you work all year, you wait to, tax time to get this money that's owed to you, and now it's going to be delayed by what? By what? I don't know how big the boxes will be. Exactly. How much food are they giving? How big are the boxes? How big are the quantities? I don't know any of that. But I'm gonna research that. I know, Val. I know. Got a Captain Crutch. I love it. I love it, Queen. Yeah, I feel like he's like a little chihuahua barking. Every time I get on Twitter, it's like, okay, are you on here clapping back at somebody else? You don't have a country to run. You don't have enough to do to be on here arguing with people. Like, I feel like there's too much for him to do. And their food in boxes are not going to last. They're not. And I just see that going badly. I just really see it going really, really bad. Horrible. See that going very badly. Very bad. It's very sad that this is even an issue, and it's going to continue because he's not going to back down. He's too bullheaded, too arrogant. His arrogance is nauseating to where he's not listening to reason. And there's people, of course, backing him. And I feel like when there's certain questions for the prince, he just won't answer. Or either he has like a snooty remark. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about what people are going to be going through because of this. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Captain Marvel. Messages are disappearing. I don't know why. I've never seen nothing like this either, Val. We do need a new president, but Fireblaze Jackie, if you think that President Trump is bad, think about his vice president. He's worse. He's way worse. That's the problem. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I have a question. I would love to talk to each one of you tomorrow. Is it possible? You know what? But that's not a bad wish. That's not even a bad thought. It's a great thought, actually, Jackie. You guys, I hate to cut the conversation short. Puppy. Absolutely, Puppy. Hi, TM. How you doing, sweetie? You have a good one, too. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate the conversation. All right, people. It's 12 people in here. Can I get more likes, please? You know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Fireblaze, Jackie. If Hillary was president, we wouldn't be in this situation. I'm not going to say, I can say guarantee. I feel like we wouldn't be in this situation. She wouldn't put us in this kind of situation. Exactly, and the vice president is way worse than our president. So if he becomes president, oh my God, we really have a problem on here. Love you too. You take care too. I appreciate you being here. If you guys can come back tomorrow around 3 o'clock this my time, we can talk again. So I'm gonna have to go. Absolutely, I agree with that, Queen. Thank you, Jackie. Blessings too. Okay, can you guys come back tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Thank you, TM. Thank you, Midnight Fox. My time zone is Pacific Standard Time, so right now it's, I don't have my other phone with me today. I forgot to bring it. I call Pepsi at all. It's for some reason it's like a delay, like a complete delay reaction, and I don't know why. Well, thank you for the 10 likes. So can you guys, if you guys can come back tomorrow Pacific Standard Time at 3 o'clock for us to talk, and I can talk to you guys for like an hour and like 15 minutes before I go to work, then that would be good. We can continue this conversation. Blessings to you. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming, Midnight Fox. Blessings to you and your family. Great. I can't wait to talk to you. I'll see you then too, TM. Coke, Pepsi. Can you come back tomorrow? Everybody can come back tomorrow. Put up a 3. See you then. Okay, I'll promise to be here probably 5 minutes earlier. So I'm gonna talk to you guys for exactly an hour and 15 minutes. If you come, and we can continue this conversation because this is something I've been wanting to mention. All right, Jackie. Hey, all right, Jackie and Fireblaze Jackie. I appreciate that. We can continue to talk about this tomorrow. I'll probably be in here probably 5 minutes before 3, and I'll talk to you guys for like an hour and 15 minutes before I go to work or whatnot. Yeah. So thank you guys for coming. It's something I've been wanting to talk about. I actually, let me say this before I leave. I have a podcast on this Anchor app, and for some reason it won't let me transfer it over here. It'll let me share it on Twitter and all this other stuff. So that's one of the things that I think I recorded, but I deleted, but I'm going to redo again, and I've been talking about on my podcast. So we'll get into more about that tomorrow, but let's talk about these things, because economy, politics, world issues, our livelihoods, is at stake with everything that we're going through, and this is stuff we should be talking about, seriously talking about. So great. I will see you guys all tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we'll go from there, okay? Much love to you all, and thank you guys for being here, and thank you for the 11 likes. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you all. I'm keeping you in my prayers and my thoughts, and we will talk tomorrow, okay? Alrighty. Have a good night.